All right, welcome, adventurers, to Fateful Encounters. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being so patient with us. We had some technical difficulties, but we're back. And my name's Jen. I wash my hands, and today I am here with Sumner Bukowski.
Hello, I'm Sumner, and I'll be playing Galvin.
Dylan Mock.
Hey, it's me. It's your favorite seal. That was not Irish. Either way, I'm the Kuros Tidehunter man.
Joe Whiteley.
I'm Rattle, and if it makes you feel better, you can pretend I just washed my hands.
Oh, God.
That does make me feel better.
Hi, this is my son, and I play Rav.
No relation.
No relation.
This is my son, no relation.
We are missing one of our adventurers today, but he will be back with us next week. And today, we are going to be bringing you in to episode 5 of our 5th edition homebrew world, Oblivion Isles. If you're not up to date on our story, you can check out our VODs on Twitch, or you can go back further on our YouTube channel. I believe our YouTube channel is completely up to date. With
got all its shots.
It's got all of everything.
It's got all its shots.
Everything's all linked down below. Also, our Twitch description has a new layout. We have some cool art down there. I moved some things around. Looks great.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That looks so good.
It has background information on us and our social media stuff. So
Yeah,
you can go
and
stalk
then on
us.
the right side is everything for you guys. So, let me open up the giveaway for
Except for
mid-game.
me, all my stuff's locked down, so you gotta friend me.
I do like that Dylan looks like the anime protagonist.
He looks like Tom Holland.
yeah.
Whoa, he does. He does.
He's anime Spider-Man.
And it doesn't help that Kuros is kind of Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Spider-Man work from home.
That's all I see now.
I opened the giveaway.
Work from home.
I set a timer for this one. So last session I made everyone suffer. They were frantically texting me that they had to pee. No more of that. I'm sorry. We will
Thank
do
God.
the giveaway and the intermission at an appropriate time.
Yeah, you could have just kept that secret, but alright, you can air our dirty laundry. That's fine.
Transparency.
We all appreciate it. All right. I think it's time for a recap from our wonderful players. So,
Hey.
You guys roll a d20. Lowest.
I got a 2.
Thank God.
I didn't read any of the recap. Y'all are
I got a
screwed.
12. Yeah, I had no time to prepare this, so I'm glad it's not me.
I got a 20. You can't
I
see
didn't
that.
prepare anything, but I'm an alcoholic, so it's fine.
I actually got a nat one.
Really?
Calvin.
Damn it!
What, do you want to do it, Rav? You can do it. You can have my nat one.
No.
I will give you my
Rules,
nat one.
Rules apply.
Rules
Go.
are nothing but suggestions, young one.
Okay.
That's the whole point of this game.
All right. Well, actually,
Whole
our
point
good
of your
friend
game.
Chains actually wrote Galvin a letter to help summarize what happened last game.
So you got a fake
no.
nat one, is what you're saying? Because
No.
Here.
No. I
Go on.
swear to no. When I totally understand what this looks like, but when
What
Ashley
does it
said
look
2,
like?
I was like, okay, cool. I'm not using it. I rolled 1, and I was like, well, am I gonna lie about it or am I gonna tell them? So which is why I was like, Ashley, please, you can do it.
I'm gonna throw dice at you. And I
See, I'm gonna roll again. How's that?
No,
If I get
no,
another
go.
nat one,
Go.
Whoa,
all right.
you get advantage? Is that what this is? There's no advantage.
Y'all are the
on
ones stopping me.
All right, Galvin. Well,
All
give us
right.
that letter from Chains.
All right, I'm just gonna read this. I don't know what the context is here, so I haven't even proofread this. So we're gonna go
God.
for it. So last time we found ourselves in one of the demiplanes of Merkel's followers, a mostly uneventful first watch. When we went to make the others watch 2 followers. When we went to wake the others
Maybe you
for
should be
their watch
practicing
2 followers.
Are you drunk?
I heard them standing and talking. I decided I wanted more information, so I launched out of the room and tried to grab one of the followers. I'm going to summarize this. I'm not going to read this. I've decided.
You dishonor our
Whatever makes
friend.
you comfortable, Galvin.
No, I just realized the context is weird. It's just me reading in first person from a character I don't even know very well. So
Hold up a piece of paper like you're reading, nerd.
all right. So,
The CVS receipt.
it's like a scroll. It's a scroll.
That's your toilet paper. Put that back.
So we had entered the Followers' Den through the Orphans' witchcraft magic, dark magic, and we ended up finding ourselves in a unknown demiplane filled with Merkel's followers. We ended up taking a rest in a room we didn't fully trust, and it resulted in us confronting more than a couple of their followers and encountering a couple of their traps as well. We were keen and were able to follow the breadcrumbs further into the demiplane, where we encountered many more followers, and a week has passed, so it's been difficult to surmise the details off the top of my hat. However, I am confident that Galvin was extremely confident and vigilant and sneaky.
No, you weren't. I was there for all of that.
Sneaky.
Rav, tell us how you experienced this situation.
I accidentally killed a man, and I feel really bad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible. And then I remember Kuros and Galvin just passive aggressively arguing constantly.
Well, it's not my fault that Galvin here wanted to send an innocent man down a trap-filled hallway as bait.
Hey,
I agree.
Me and Chains.
Okay, well,
But Chains isn't the son of Rohan and Hand of Lathander.
You're just adding more people to the list against you. I don't understand.
Scattered Rollers is rating with 11 viewers. Thank you guys so much. Welcome to our chat. We are talking about the recap of last week.
let's bring up, you pointed your pointy stick at that man who was asleep, and he woke up, and you were like, bye, and just ran out the door and left me and Rattle there.
Rattle was really scared.
Yeah, Rattle was up against the wall.
Rattle can run.
He didn't know what to do. I had to pick him up and take him with
first off, he didn't know who we were. I put my blade over his neck, so in case he woke up, which he did, he would, just not react instantly, which he didn't.
Awkwardly, ran out the room.
He said my fake name, and he was like, "Is this you?" And I was like, "Remember my name," and I ran away, so it wouldn't even be me.
Are you guys ready for
I'm ready.
The actual recap here?
Oh,
I don't remember you being a bird.
When could you fly?
When did you grow those wings?
Such big wings you have.
Oh my god.
All right, Jen, save us from ourselves.
Thank you. Last we saw our adventurers, they were forced to spend a long rest in a room they located in the Followers' Den.
Forced.
Okay, there we go.
The night was interesting, full of attempts at grappling, torture, learning information about the demiplanes. The group learned a few things. One, that Cornelia is ultimately very powerful and has proven herself over time to the followers of Merkel, that has all of them wrapped around her fingers, figuratively and literally due to the oath rings that the followers all wear. Two, the group learned that they might not make it out of the demiplane they are in because it's specifically tailored to house the followers of Merkel. But when the glowing crystal eyes were ripped from the hands of the Merkel statues, more tears of the walls and floors appeared. So there might be a way out after all. But if the group breaks every crystal on the plane, what will come of them still on the plane? While in disguise through the night, the group's identities were seemingly mistaken for the names of Stroth, Ardan, Brawl, Valosa, and Yua, cultists who apparently failed their mission at killing the search party and are currently receiving a lot of flack for being the reason the search party found one of the followers' dens. With many seemingly random altercations, a little gambling, and Rattle learning that the cultists were prepping to administer a scrying spell on them, the group broke a few more crystals, a few more noses, and now progress down the pathway Rattle found in the next section of the Follower's Den. All right, we ready to get into it?
Yes.
So ready.
Let's move us to that map
Never been
view.
more ready for anything in my life.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there it is. I was like, I can't.
Where
find
am
it on
I?
the map.
We're at the top of
When have I
roll
ever
20.
messed up? Continue.
Okay, as the group walks down the path, you hit stone floor. You appear to be completely encased in a tunnel with no tears around in the wall that would expose the starry plain. In front of you is a dim, stone-structured hallway. Directly facing you, in front of you, are two wooden doors. So, we are in a hall with half dirt, half stone, and you face two doors to open.
Interesting.
Well, it's a double door, correct?
No, it's two. Well, I mean, maybe, but it's two doors. They don't connect. There's like a pillar in the middle.
Oh, okay.
I want to burst through the group and say, "Let me look at this first. I want to investigate for traps."
Okay.
Rattle just kind of like looks at Rav and he's like, a little rude.
I just shrug,
Little
shake
rude.
my head.
16.
Okay. You locate nothing, but that is you knowing that there are no traps.
Okay.
I would like to open the door on our right, I guess. Left as we're looking at the map. The one that Kuros is standing in front of.
Right here.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, this one.
All right. Bam. Okay. You open the door to a set of short stairs. On the top of the steps, you see a cultist flag hanging on a wall, nailed into the stone. To your left, you see a hole in the stone that's supposed to be a window. Right there. And to the left, a small ledge, approximately 5 feet, with an archway leading to another room.
Rattle wants to kind of creep into the room behind Kuros.
Okay.
I want to check out this window.
I want to do that too.
All right. The window's small, and only your face fits inside of it. On the other side, you see a glowing...
First image of Kuros is to stick his face in it.
I'm just gonna put my head in here. What is this?
On the other side of a face-sized window, you see the glowing green orb in the hand of a Merkle statue.
It's like that Snow White meme where she's got her face pressed against the glass and her nose is pressed up, and it's like package.
Package. Yeah, exactly.
So Rattle kind of like vaguely remembers something about leaving this plane had to do with the orbs. Can I roll for history to see if I remember if like breaking them helped us?
Sure.
Okay. Got a 9.
Okay. You remember when you broke the last one that you threw into the plane, the abyss. You remember seeing small tears in the walls forming as you broke it off.
Okay. So Rattle is going to interpret that as saying that like, well, okay, so when I saw tears, did they look like tears into nothingness, like the stars again?
Yes.
Okay. Carry on, everyone. Thinking.
I pat his head.
Now I'm going to go check out this ledge.
Rattle's just like in thought.
All right, so Rattle is deeply in thought. Rav and Galvin enter the room. Kuros is about to move forward. Any other actions?
Kuros, you don't want to look. We've seen traps in these places. You don't want to look before.
Well, that's what I'm doing now. I'm just coming to the edge of this. As I'm walking to the edge, I'm just coming to the edge of this room to see what I can see in the next room.
Okay.
Step, step, step.
Like an old married couple.
So you look into the room. You see a torch that's lit on the opposite wall. Lit. All right. So, having been burned down over time, there's a table in the center of the room with 2 stools. On the table looks to be some already eaten bread, a few cups. There appears to be maybe a dead animal carcass on the table, but it's kind of shiny still a little bit. You don't smell any rotting flesh. The room's generally empty from what you can see.
That bread looks good, though.
I don't like this.
I'll walk into the room.
And I'll follow as well.
All right, so Rav, do you follow in?
Yeah, I'm gonna just succumb to peer pressure.
All right, so no one splits the party. Everyone walks in.
My friends are going in there. Maybe I should too.
Friends jump off a bridge, would you? Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
So as you walk further in the room, you do kind of confirm that it's relatively empty. Some of the mugs are filled with the last backwash droplets of ale. There's an archway to your left. And then on the other side of the table appears to be another kind of left entrance.
Rattle wants to hop up onto the table and grab one of the backwash goblets and kind of waddle it over to Rav.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna sniff it and see what I can discern from that.
Roll for nature. Survival, sorry.
Well, I got an 8.
Smells like beer.
I'm gonna drink it.
You drink it's as if you have the bottom part of a soda and you're trying to get those last 2
I'm
drops.
just struggling with it.
I'm gonna walk over to this archway, and as I see Rav doing this, be like, Rav, is there nothing you won't do for a drink?
Kill a man.
You won't kill a man for a drink.
But you'll kill a man and get a drink.
Yeah.
Well, good to know there's a line somewhere, and I'm gonna look at this archway.
It just doesn't have to be related.
Yeah, it's totally separate.
Gotcha.
So Kuros goes to look through an archway. Any other actions in the room?
Is there anything weird about this one torch?
Roll for investigation.
I want to peep this bread.
12.
Okay. Looks like it's just been burning for an abnormal amount of time.
I'll allow it.
Thanks.
All right.
I want to investigate the whatever the animal on the table, whether or not it's a species or how it's been opened.
Just roll for investigation or survival.
Open up this animal.
Can I help him?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna help you.
She's like, I learned.
You're the
this.
best.
Oh, I have +4
13
in survival, so
13?
Yes.
So it appears to just be a pig.
A pig. And how has it been opened or consumed, or is it all put together, just dead?
It appears to be cooked in its entirety, ripped apart, kind of savagely.
Cooked.
ew.
Interesting. I'm gonna. This torch. I don't like the way it's burning.
Alvin,
Abnormally.
It's a torches burn.
Abnormally, though.
We're in a whole demi-plane of magic, and you're concerned about one torch that seems to have burned a little longer than it probably should have?
Says the waterman. Rattle, what do you think?
Wow, I never felt so discriminated against in my life. Is that racist?
Well, just
guys?
walk
Second-hand discrimination.
Right?
Rattle kind of backs up against the wall and he kind of looks at Galvin and looks at Kuros. He doesn't want to take sides.
I go, fine, I'll take it. I take the torch out.
Okay, you have a torch that has burned a little bit longer than normal. When you take it down, it does go out.
What'd you think was gonna happen?
I put the torch back.
It turns back on.
Clap on.
It's still on.
Rav, you clapped and the torch lit up. That's impressive.
Nothing else changed in the room, just the torch.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, roll
All right.
investigation.
17.
Ooh.
Nothing changed in the room.
Okay, Rattle's gonna waddle over and look through the doorway with Kuros.
Okay, so Kuros and Rattle kind of move on. I'm assuming Kuros had already kind of walked through the archway.
After his sassy comments to Galvin and and supportive comments to Rav, absolutely.
Yeah.
So as you walk into the room, you find yourself on a ledge approximately 20 feet above the rest of the room. So this dark, shadowy area is the indication that you're on a ledge.
Okay. Got it.
The ledge walks around to the left with a pillar, kind of like in the center. To the left of the room appears to be another hallway, also going left. On the floor 20 feet below, you see a door straight ahead down a short hallway, and also a door going to the right. Both doors appear to be wooden.
Interesting. Before we leave the room, I will actually grab that torch back.
Okay, so the darkness falls, but I think... Who has night vision?
Not
Well,
Rattle.
I have dark vision.
Dark vision, sorry. Same thing, right? No.
I don't see everything in
actually-
green when the
I
lights go
actually
out.
don't know if I do. I don't,
True.
actually.
I don't. I am just a water genasi doing her thing.
So I think it's just Kuros.
Okay, so Kuros already walked
Turn
away.
off the color.
Turns out the color.
So Galvin essentially removes the light from the immediate room. Kuros is up ahead.
I
does
stubbed
not-
my toe on the way out.
Kuros sees that and doesn't say anything.
You just hear, "Dog!"
I look back and go, "What did you learn?"
Light is good.
Uh-huh.
I thought you were a priest of a god of light there, Galvin.
Yeah. Hand of Lathander.
Such a sassy group. What's our moves?
I don't. Well, I don't feel comfortable going down this 20-foot drop here. I imagine Rattle just keeps walking. I'm gonna put my hand out and stop him from walking off the edge.
No. His little feet
walks-
still going.
I don't think we should be going down the 20-foot drop just yet.
Rattle shakes your hand off of his little shoulder, and he's like, "I knew that."
Oh yeah, I'm sure you did. I was just trying to make sure you were all right. That's all. I don't think we should be going down a 20-foot drop just yet. I mean, that seems like what we like to call the pit of death.
Rattle
Or Death God's temple. It's
Rattle raises a finger, just at Kuros, and hops for a second,
yes.
pulls out a rope, ties the rope around the column, and just drops it up on top of the ledge with us.
That would absolutely work. But we also have, and I gesture to the hallway to our left, a hallway that's not 20 feet down.
For later.
Galvin could just fly down there, Mr.
Well, that was my thought as well,
Wing
but I don't
boy.
want to be exploring something that.
True.
Rattle unties his rope and puts it back.
No, Rattle, that was a good thought. You're a man of thinking, and I really appreciate that. I
A
really
man
appreciate
of
it.
thinking. Galvin
Walks
joins
back
the
to Galvin
conversation.
and crosses his arms.
Galvin emerges from the darkness, a man of thinking.
A man of thinking.
I heard you talking about Galvin in here.
I heard Galvin and a bunch of positive words. You must have been talking about me. Rattle, what do they do to you? Kuros! What did you do?
What's going
I was being
on?
very
I
supportive
don't
of
understand.
I'm just kidding.
You guys decided to go down on a rope or what?
I don't know. We're staying upstairs so far.
Yeah,
Is
I
there
think we gotta explore this hallway.
Is there a handrail or anything, or is it just kind of like a flat edge?
It's a flat edge.
Flat edge?
You can
I-
walk straight off of it.
I basically
you might
feather
might
fall
wanna
down,
fly
basically.
Here in a minute. Yeah.
I just go.
So you go down the 20
Yeah.
feet?
Yep.
Okay. So you have a wooden door directly in front of you and a wooden door to your right.
Okay. Is there anything underneath, or is it just kind of a flat? Like, is there anything underneath the walkway I just came from, or is it just
No,
a flat?
it's a
like
flat
a block?
wall, pretty jagged.
Gotcha.
Looks to be hand carved in some way.
Hmm.
Hand carved.
Are there any say hand carved. Is there anything like any language or symbols that may be carved?
Roll for investigation.
Investigation. So much investigation. I love it.
I'm not
13.
helping you.
All right. So you see, while investigating, you do see very small etchings of like hash marks and small Merkle triangles.
Would you say they're like hashtags?
I would say they are
Hashtag Merkle.
Hashtag Merkle.
It looks like somebody is hashtagging on this wall.
You're a boomer.
It's so popular.
What's this pound sign?
Number sign. Yeah. Okay. I'll fly back up to my comrades.
Calvin, you're surprisingly good at flying in the dark.
I can't stub my toe in midair.
You could. You don't know that.
You could also run straight into the ceiling or a wall.
I know where I'm going.
You ever seen birds fly? You ever seen
it
like a little
dim in
bird
here?
fly straight into glass because they didn't see it was there? I imagine that would be you in the dark with a wall.
That's never happened to me.
The way you say that makes it sound like it has.
My beak used to be longer.
A hand on the
It used
wall
to
and
be
it's just kind of
straight
walking
and
down the
it's
hallway.
like-
When you say that, I cast light at the end of my my staff.
Wow, it's like you could have done that.
Took you
Were
long to forget you could do that.
I know you were doing that for sight, but also kind of roll kind of in a nature check.
Can I point out that Kuros and Rav are Statler and Waldorf?
What is that laugh?
That's my Statler laugh.
From the
Or
Muppets.
Waldorf. They have the same laugh. What do you want from me?
I was trying to think of a really bad joke, but I couldn't to do
What did
that.
Rattle roll for nature?
16, sorry.
Good job.
So when you have your hands kind of like grazing along the wall, you realize that the stone is almost kind of soft. That your hand it doesn't go through it, but it's very just whimsical.
Whimsical stone.
Whimsical stone.
What?
Like, does it give beneath my weight?
A little bit, yes, but it's more of an illusion.
What?
More of an illusion?
Yes.
Illusions, Michael.
Like it looks like it's giving, but it's not. Like you don't feel any sort of resistance.
Tricks are what whores do for money.
Can I roll and see if it's like a magical effect or if it's like
You can roll for Arcana.
15.
It is a magical effect.
Dim rolls, man.
Rattle's good at this Arcana shit.
Yeah. Proud of him.
So he's just gonna try to like get the closest person to him's attention. I guess it'd be really everybody, and just kind of like show them that the wall is kind of, it looks like it's giving, and he's kind of like
No one
fascinated.
else sees it.
Oh, even if I point it out,
You're pointing it out, and no one sees what you're trying to do.
Rattle's just like pointing at the wall, and he's like, "No, what?
Are you okay? Calvin, you speak rattle. What is he doing?
He's saying that wall is magic. What's up?
The wall is magic. What's up?"
Okay, perfect.
I want to touch the wall now that that's information has been given.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk through it first and like kind of demonstrate. This is what he's saying.
I'm also gonna look like an idiot and touch this wall.
So everyone touches a very hard stone wall, and Galvin
okay.
walks into it.
All right, so you don't fly into a wall, but you would walk into one.
Dang it!
Rattle at this point kind of like knows that it's something to do with him, kind of intuitively. So he's just gonna like take a couple steps back, like just suspiciously looking at the wall, like.
I look at Galvin and ask if he's okay. And if his beak is shorter now.
I misunderstood.
I misunderstood.
Calvin, I really appreciate you showing us how it's done.
This is right after you did the whole. Should you be flying in the dark?
He went down. It was all right. You made it out.
I never hit solid barriers.
I just love the bravado. He's like, I'm going to walk through the wall to show everyone what Rattle's talking
Yeah,
about.
exactly. It's super in character. But
Rattle gives him the little like butt pat. Like good game.
Football butt pat.
He's gonna. So kind of wrapping up that what actually happens. I walk into it confidently and I go, "Don't go through there. It's dangerous."
Rattles.
And I turn.
Jeez. All right, do you guys continue on to the next room?
Are there any sconces nearby?
Touch the wall.
So as you guys were kind of touching the walls, Kuros and Rav touch the walls. They hear nothing, feel nothing. They don't hear anything either.
It's a wall.
They move on to the next room, and it's kind of just an archway into this pretty like hot room, but only because the room is so small and there's 2 torches burning flames.
I want to look at Galvin, and I want to go, do you want these torches too?
I'm all set.
Okay.
Are these ones magic, Galvin? Here, let me test it. I'm gonna go and take one off the pedestal or off the wall.
Assholes.
God, I hope
lit.
it's trapped. Okay.
What'd you say?
I hope it.
I said it stays lit.
Oh, this one's not magical. Here, let me see if I can light yours. Hold yours out.
I walk in the opposite direction to investigate the room.
I put it back.
All right.
I investigate the room. I want to see
around
what's...
the room appears to be some sort of like offering altar with a kneeling pad in front of it. As you stand near it, shadows cast gracefully onto the quiet floors. On the altar is 2 large urn-shaped pots, as well as a wooden chest with gold lining. The wall behind all of this stuff right in front of you has a large poster of Merkel's face. He's an old man holding a lantern over a hill. There appears to be some words on the plaque that Galvin doesn't understand.
I like how this.
But you can roll for
has,
history.
Like, a
It's
college
like-
poster of Merkel.
Yeah, I failed.
It sounds like the Led Zeppelin album.
Here's my Cindy Crawford poster.
Right. Emma Stone is just gonna start talking.
The plaque says
yeah,
hashtag Merkel. I'm just kidding. What'd you roll for history?
Merkel.
3.
Okay. You do not identify the language, but you do know this as a language that Rattle knows.
Rattle, isn't something this... Take a look at this, please.
Rattle
I
kind
hold my
of
light up to it.
snaps out of just like playing with the wall,
Metal.
and he goes up and he wants to read the poster.
Quickly sees Undercommon, and it says, "Peace in thy hands, peace in thine eyes, peace on that brow. Flower of a moment in the eternal hour, peace with me now. Not a wave breaks, not a bird calls, my heart like a sea, silent after a swarm that hath died, sleeps within me. All the night's dews, all the world's leaves, all the winter's snow, seems to be their quiet to have stilled in life's dreams, all sorrowing now." So, emo poem about death.
Can I imagine that in
Welcome to the
Undercommon
Black
that's like
Parade.
4 words?
In Undercommon, it's like 4 symbols.
Yeah. But it's like, it
got
means
you
this huge, elaborate, like,
What it really says is, when I was a young boy, my father took me.
Look.
It's a pop-up.
Wrong disco here.
What is
Rattle
Rattle
just
doing?
kind of like he's reading it, and he like kind of sits down on his butt and he keeps reading it. He's reading it, and then
It's super long.
very long.
He looks bored.
And
Out of
then,
breath.
Ravalana, roll
Yes, ma'am.
perception while Rattle's
totally.
been reading for 5 minutes.
That whole poem takes him 5 minutes to read.
Basically.
He keeps getting
Got it.
distracted. Oh,
I got an
no.
18.
You got an 18?
Yeah.
So as you're kind of lingering around, listening to
Touching
Rattle in his inner voice, whatever that is, reading this poem, you begin to see like the flicker of the torches and the shadow underneath Rattle's feet not quite match.
Guys.
Rattle like He wants to like put his hand out for somebody to give him like a piece of paper and a quill or something.
I hand them both.
You hand him both, and a shadow's hand comes and grabs in the middle, like a little high five. Everyone roll for initiative.
As I'm over here like,
Initiative.
She said nothing. She said, that's unfortunate.
I got a 22.
Okay.
Rattle got a 5.
Oh, well, you're reading.
Galvin got a 21. Wait, what? 21 also?
Yeah.
What's your initiative?
+3.
I also have +3. Roll off.
Okay, fight.
Yeah, I rolled a 13.
I rolled a 14.
What? Are you kidding me? Okay, wow,
I'm
that's
not
crazy.
So
kidding.
done.
All right, so Rav, Kuros, Galvin, Rattle, and depending
Got
on
it.
what
Whatever that thing is.
the thing is, I'm not going to assume anything.
So, Rav, you did see it first, and you hit it first. Do we have battle music playing?
It's going.
Perfect.
What do I wanna punch it.
When I
wanna
was
punch
a
it.
young monk,
Roll to hit.
my sensei took me
Got a
into
20.
the city.
Synthetic 20, not a...
So you go to punch it, and your hand goes straight through it.
Ah, shit! That's what I say.
Retreat to the character sheet.
Kuros.
Sword's
He's
drawn. I swing at it twice with my swords.
Okay.
Nat 20! And, 11.
So as you swing one of your swords through it, it seems to like slice it in half, but then it kind of just molds back together. Galvin.
I take my staff and I jam it into the ground and I cast Guiding Bolt towards it.
Thank God.
What kind of damage is that?
Radiant.
Perfect. Damn it.
It's all you, buddy.
All right, roll to hit. Sorry.
It's gonna be 18.
It's gonna be.
You hit. So it is shocked, literally, with radiant damage for how much damage?
12 radiant damage.
All
You
right.
said it was shocked. I imagined the shocked Pikachu face of.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking it was shocked emotionally.
You hit me!
with radiant damage?
How dare you make me bleed my own blood?
So it kind of like fizzles along with the flickering of the fire, and it's kind of like not keeping its whole shape. That brings us to Rattle.
Rattle's right up in his grill and sucks with those daggers, so he's gonna take the disengage action and just get to the opposite side of the room.
Okay. Perfect. So the shadow turns around, offended at Galvin. And I forgot to get my dice out of this.
Wow.
I know. I'm rolling.
Some master of the dungeon you are.
18 to hit Galvin. An
Hits.
18. Okay. All right. So it grabs your shoulders and kills you.
No.
Jen?
7 necrotic damage. And your strength score is decreased by roll a 1d4, please.
Sorry about your arm. We'll get you a new one.
Roll a d4.
Yeah.
4.
Your strength score is decreased by 4 into
Oh!
your next rest.
Oh!
Joke's on you. I'm a dex build, but that's cool.
I'm a weak baby, but I move fast.
Just don't let that get to 0, though.
Yeah, I know. Shoot.
That brings us to Rev.
I can't do anything.
Rev just laughs in the corner while Kuros.
It's like shit.
It doesn't respond to
It
violence.
won't let me punch it. I want to try to put out those damn torches. Is what I want to do.
Okay. So what do you do to do that?
You can just shape water, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I just have shape water.
Don't you have like a billion flasks on you?
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna pour alcohol on it. Make it work. Just spit on it. I have nothing to put it out. I have a bag of sand.
You can do that.
Cover it with sand.
All right, so you're throwing pocket sand at it, and it does go out. I'm just laughing at your attempts. That brings
Is there
us
any
to Kuros.
discernible effect after that?
Yeah, so the room gets dimmer, less shadows, but you do see, since you're looking for it, more awkward shapes around the room.
We're fucked.
So, Kuros is going to grab the other torch that was not put out
Okay.
and relight the first torch.
The first torch
Thought it would
swoops
help.
and lit. Okay.
And then I'm going to take the torch and turn it around, or just turn around and kind of like shine it over the hand. Like, haha! I can
Over-
do light too!
So as you're waving your torch around, you do see on the wall there's a specific black line that does not like react with you moving light around.
A black line?
It's another one.
Oh, that's
Like
good to know.
Like another enemy?
Okay.
Roll perception.
I think she
I'm
just
just
told
trying
us.
to understand the
It did.
words you, the dungeon master, are saying.
They aren't good words.
That's
Why
a
you-
20.
Oh,
Why
you
you-
notice another shadow on the wall, significantly taller and significantly larger due to being farther away from the light.
Balls.
But it's just hanging out.
That doesn't make me feel better.
No, it makes no.
Calvin.
I see Rattle like kind of stunned at a second, as looking at something, and I basically slam my staff on the ground one more time, and I cast Shield of Faith with Rattle in mind, and he has 2 AC.
Oh, you do care.
Rattle like
Gross.
victory poses. He's like,
He's strong now.
He's a big boy.
And that's my full move.
That brings us to Rattle.
So can Rattle check and see if this box is trapped?
Okay, roll for investigation.
That's a 10.
You cannot open the box.
Okay.
What's in the box?
Then Rattle wants to pick up the box.
Throw it on the ground.
Roll for strength.
That's not me.
That's a 2.
Oh no.
So you like grip it under your fingers and then like it's just smushing your fingers onto the table. You
Aw.
can't really lift it.
Should have been me.
So thematically, Rattle like tries to pick it up and he gets it like to the hitch point where you clean from or something, and then he just like loses it. He's like, ah! And it falls back down. And I guess, shit, I don't know.
That's your action.
He's just gonna like judo pose in all the shadows.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh. All right, that brings us to the shadow, which turns and kind of notices that Rav is a little bit useless and starts to skulk over to her. And 14?
I have a 14.
Does that mean that I hit? That doesn't mean I hit. That means I lost. What is the Is it in my favor?
The static number is the number that is the lowest you can succeed on. So if you match an AC, it succeeds. If you match a saving throw, you succeed.
Ooh.
Yep.
I succeed. All right, so
That's your call. You're God.
Yeah.
it's true. You take 8 damage, necrotic, and roll a d4.
Oh no.
Hold on. Let me do my
Things
damage.
are getting bad.
And a d4. I got a 4!
No.
That's not good.
Strength
That's
decreases
no good.
by 4 until you take a rest. And that brings us to you, Rev.
I have a torch in my bag.
Okay, you do.
I'm gonna whip it out. And I'm
All
gonna
right.
tell Kuros to please light it. I'll hold it out to him.
You could also just touch it to the torch.
Yeah, I'm gonna light it.
So you light it, you cause enough light in the room for there not to be any shadows, and it does dissipate. Everyone sighs abruptly.
Rattle's still like hopping around like judo style.
He's ready. All right, what's the moves?
Whose turn is it?
I'm gonna go look at that box.
Oh wait, are they both gone?
Yeah, there's
Oh, I
enough
thought
light
the
in the
one
room that
fucking-
there's no shadows.
We did it! Mission accomplished!
Hey! I thought there was one still fighting Galvin. Sorry, that was my confusion.
It
really
dissipated
hurts.
with the light.
I'm gonna try to open this box.
Okay, roll for strength.
Let me show you how a man rolls for strength.
Okay.
That's an 18, boyo.
Okay, you open the box. And you see that it appears to be empty.
I'm gonna reach my hand in anyway because I don't like the word
Roll
appears.
Arcana. What is that?
It's either a nat 20 or really low.
Well, the number on the dice is a 2,
No, no.
and my Arcana skill is a -1.
Oh,
So I look at Rattle.
what this
You,
thing? I
you
don't
want-
know.
You want to try giving
Rattle's
this a try? I'm not.
Rattle just like puts one finger on Kuros's lips, and he's like,
You just got shushed by a bird.
He's Ash Ketchuping you.
Rattle like
Turn his
what-
hat backwards.
he like makes space, and rolls Arcana.
And you better roll good.
I
After
swear.
that move. He's smiling. Oh no.
Got a 4.
Step
no.
aside! Let the hand of Lathander take a gander!
Okay,
God.
roll Arcana.
Thanks, I hate it.
Wow.
14!
Oh, shit.
Okay, so you reach in and your hand goes to the bottom of the container, but you feel as though your hand is going through coins.
Can
This is
I
a weird
scoop and lift?
Yes. So once you scoop and lift, you see coins in your hand. They appear to be gold, but they don't have the same markings as the gold that you use in Eulatorf.
Interesting.
Rattle's eyes get really big and glassy.
They are shiny.
And I see that. I can feel him staring at my hand.
He's just kind of vibrating.
Do we... Rattle, calm down. These may be dangerous. You can keep them if they're not, though. Do we have a bag to put these in? This thing seems quite heavy.
Are we taking the box too?
I don't want to take the heavy box. No, I would like to take the not heavy coins. Just in case.
I don't think Rattle opted for the backpack, actually.
Yes, you did. You got a backpack.
Oh, I did.
Oh, you got a magic backpack.
Okay.
I got a bag of tricks, which does not help us here.
Just not helpful. We can try it. We can try-
Grizzly bear!
The shadow screams.
The situation's been made worse by the addition of more bears.
Rattle just kind of like holds open his backpack and looks at Galvin.
I begin scooping into the. Tsh, tsh, tsh.
Just watching this, it's just amazed.
Rattle like cinches it shut, knots it, and then looks at Kuros, double knots it.
What are you implying?
Hey, he didn't imply anything. He's just looking around.
Just
All
water
right, so
people.
you guys gather around 45 coins that you don't know.
What the value is, yeah.
Like if you don't know what the value, you don't know if they're counterfeit, you don't really know.
Yeah. We're just holding on to them.
Mystery coin.
We're literally holding on to them because they're shiny. Like that's literally
45 mystery
They're serving their
shinies.
purpose already. So.
Yeah.
If they're not worth anything, it just goes to a good cause because Rattle can decorate himself with them.
Yeah.
Value is in the eye of the Kenku.
Yeah,
All right. What's your
I'm gonna
moves?
check out this hallway.
yeah.
Okay.
I want to get out of this god awful room. Oh, I want to see what's in those pots though.
That's
Curious.
what I was gonna do next. Yeah, Rav, go
Yeah.
ahead.
So you look at and you see more of the strange coins, except they look different also from the coins in the box.
Rattle. Come look at this.
I imagine Brad just takes one of the pots and I'm
just
throws
gonna
the
dump
ground
it on
and
the
just
floor.
shatters.
What?
What?
You dumped him on the floor.
Yeah, I dumped a bunch of coins on the floor for Rattle to roll in.
Okay, so it was a great time in the shrine room. And Kuros moves on.
It was Scrooge McDucking.
So do you just peer through or do you walk in?
I'll walk in
Okay.
confidently.
So
I'm gonna
you
point out that
confidently-
I'm really hurt.
Why are you
Rattle
really
gives you
hurt?
the
Oh,
good
you're level
game
2.
pat.
Thank you. Don't touch my butt.
It was the lower back.
Okay.
I'll cast first level cure wounds on Rav.
Okay.
Bad.
Oh,
Very
all right.
nice of you.
I was gonna do my good touch, but that's great.
So
Good.
Kuros, you
D8
find
plus-
yourself on another tall ledge of a medium-sized room. Over the edge appears to be a 40-foot drop.
Ooh.
You see a large hall going down and double doors with a metal bar over them. And then there's a small metal door to the left side of the room. As you stand there, you begin to hear a banging on the double doors and a muffled growl from behind them.
Evelyn, why don't you go take off that? Never mind. I'm sorry. That was a bad idea.
That's mean.
That's mean. I'm just giving you a hard time. That's actually dangerous. I regret saying that. I say we avoid that for now.
Is,
What did you-
is this room lit? Like well lit?
It's
It
lit.
is dim, so if you have dark vision, you can see fine. I'm not saying the word lit anymore. I'm done with you guys.
Alvin, how much did you heal me for?
Thank you. I was waiting for an opportunity to tell you. 7 HP.
Thank you.
I don't know. I guess in keeping with the theme of not jumping off of ledges yet.
I jump off the ledge.
Keeping with the theme of Galvin jumping off the ledge.
No, keeping
No.
with the theme and all.
Well, no, I see everyone here is afraid of the ledge, and Galvin is brave, and he will
And has wings.
and
That
has
is why
wings.
you're brave.
Flutters down.
With my wilted muscles.
His feet instantly get stuck in glue, and the doors open to reveal death.
Absolutely
And you just
not.
hear, "Ah! Help me!
You're met
You made your
with
choice.
We should take a long rest."
emptiness. Oh my gosh, I'm done.
A gaze in this temple.
All
You
right.
guys are met with emptiness. Oh, sorry, Galvin is met with emptiness down at the bottom. 40 feet above, you see your partner's heads kind of over the ledge looking at you to make sure you're safe. And the banging on the door, it gets louder and you hear kind of like small roars and like a pounding sound.
Interesting. Can I tell at what level the doors the pounding is coming from? Like, is it coming from
Can I
like
tell what level
3 feet
the
off the
monster
ground,
is?
6 feet off the ground?
Roll for perception.
Perception? Okay.
That's what I thought you were gonna ask.
Can I tell what level? What CR?
17.
You realize that it's coming from below the door handles.
Below the door handle.
Mhm.
Is there resistance? Like, can I tell if the door is unlocked without it just booming open?
It's a big bar right.
It's a bar.
over the
Oh,
handlebars.
it's like a portcullis type thing.
Yes.
Not portcullis.
No, it's like a
I forgot what it's called.
You just
whatever
want to
those
use
are
that
called.
word.
Okay.
portcullis.
My strength is not great, but I want to release these guys and fly away instantly.
Okay. Roll for strength and then.
No. I'm not saying I'm going to. I said I want to.
I said roll for strength and then for dex if you do.
I'll keep note of this, and I'm gonna fly back up and report to my teammates, which is a new development for Galvin, by the way. And I'll explain that there seem to be creatures behind there that are roaring and bumping that are not as tall as most door handles.
Well, now we know about how high they are. Thank you, Galvin.
You're very. Why do I feel offended?
I don't know, Galvin. Maybe you should look inside yourself and see if there's something you're insecure about.
Are there any sconces nearby? I look for sconces. Shut up, Kuros! And I go down, I go down this tunnel. Like I go past him, tired of being patronized. Galvin will not be patronized.
You know who would be patronized? Rohan. He was really good at that.
Oh, don't you talk about Rohan.
Is that like your dad? What's going on? Who is
Son
this
of
man?
Rohan. Yes,
Yeah.
he's my dad.
I don't have a dad.
Moving on.
Can Rattle examine the floor, like touch the floor?
Sure, it gives you the same slight, weird, mystical stone feeling. And now you're kind of feeling, now that you've noticed the walls and the floor are moving around you, you begin to feel a little bit dizzy.
It's like a fun house
Mouse
for like the spinning like fun house tube.
He stops. He's like, nope, sorry, nope.
Do you want us to pick you up?
I try to walk through the floor.
He kind of gestures at Rav and he's like, upsies.
I'm gonna try to pick him up. I'm not feeling too hot.
Roll for
but...
strength
Oh,
with your
Jesus.
-4.
I'll help. I'll like lift Rattle's feet so
I
Rav
got
thinks
a
she's
1.
doing
I
it.
just
-4.
yeah.
She holds your pinky.
This is worse than anything I've ever drank.
Rattle's like trying to clamber up on your back and then he just like gives up. He's like, you know what? No, it's all right.
Ask Galvin for a piggyback ride.
So as the presence of Galvin flies back up to his friends, you hear kind of like a distressed and whimpering sound continuing the banging faster and harder.
Aw.
Distressed?
Like it got a little bit more upriled, like possibly
Like, because it hurt me.
knew or heard or something that it was there.
Sensed.
It sounds scared and or hurt.
And the sound kind of stops me from going through the hallway. I kind of listen to it. I make eye contact with Kuros. Do you hear that?
Does it sound like it's hurt or scared? Is that the
Roll
whimpering?
perception.
Okay. That 20.
Oh, the anticipation.
It sounds as if it is upset, but maybe not in pain, more just frantic.
I'm inclined
Scared,
to.
frantic.
Mm-hmm.
What if I?
Who else is going to? Galvin, I think we should help it.
I agree.
I agree as well. Why don't we? I can go down there and wrap a rope around it, and you guys can pull upwards. I'm not feeling too out myself, strength-wise.
All right, I could get down for that, Jam.
Yeah.
Rattle will go over to the edge and knock an arrow.
Rattle, this thing is scared. It doesn't. I don't need to. Well, I guess it doesn't hurt to have some precaution.
Just in case.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
That's fair.
I'm gonna tie some rope around.
Cool.
I'm gonna fly the other end of the rope up.
Wait, that's the door that it is? I thought it was this door over here.
He's
This
scared
one
when they're
or-
crushing people in the river. So
This one. Which one?
Is it the right or the upward? Because I thought it was this one.
No, it's the large doors.
The big one.
Oh,
with
that's
the big.
that is. I don't have that much rope. Okay. I
We
guess.
can, I also have rope. We can tie it off and make it longer.
Okay, so that's 100 feet then. Okay, we have enough rope then.
So you guys are utilizing that, tying it to the door and pulling? Is that what we're doing?
That is not a great angle, though. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Is there anything
we are
on
40 feet up.
Exactly, yeah. That's true. Is there anything up here, like on the walls, like any sconces that are hanging? Like,
There is not.
There's not.
No.
Well, it's worth a shot regardless. Let's try it. I put my half of the rope around. I bring it around. I tie it to the other half of other end of Rav's rope, and I'll meet you. I'll meet my team back here at the top.
Okay. So everyone pulling the rope, roll for strength.
Oh boy.
Heave.
11.
11 minus 4.
15.
You have a -4 strength, or did you just take -4 to your strength score?
Strength score.
Oh, it'd be a -1 then. So
Okay,
it'd
I was
be a 10.
like,
That would suck. No.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys successfully pull the arm bar off.
Nice.
And the doors seem to stop rattling. All right, so you guys have spent the last few minutes kind of traversing through the first part of this seeming like maze, kind of experiencing some odd emptiness. Nothing really seems to be around, at least no people. You saw a shrine room for Merkel with some emo poetry, and you kind of avoided splitting the party, which is a good thing, I think, maybe. And then you found yourselves in front of double doors that were being smashed against by a distraught creature. You pulled out some rope and successfully took out the crossbar that was over the door, and now you guys were going to take your action.
That's right. So I land down, and I'm about to go open the door since it didn't seem to open on its own. I was expecting kind of a stampede reaction, but that didn't happen. So I'm going to slowly creep towards the door, cautiously. Looking back at my comrades, 20 feet, 40 feet above?
Yes, 40 feet.
40 feet, wow, okay. So really high up.
Mm-hmm.
Can I pull the door?
Yeah, so you pull it, and it does open. I don't know if you wanted to open it all the way.
I want to open the door all the way, but kind of stay behind the door. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, so as you're pulling the door open, frantically out comes a red little baby dragon kind of hopping around. He doesn't really know what he's doing. His wings seem a little bit underdeveloped, and actually one of his legs appears to be broken. And he's kind of just frantically hopping about. He's like...
I want to hop right down there.
Fix him!
Using the rope.
40 feet.
Using the
rope. Okay, roll for strength.
I just see you nosedive. And I'm like, no.
Baby!
Rattle's got his bow drawn, and he's just like kind of sidestepping back and forth, like nervous.
Like, Rattle, put your bow down. It's just a little baby.
So he's just freaking out. Kuros successfully makes it down onto the floor. It sees you and it begins to scream and back up, kind of back through the door.
I would like to handle animal, I guess.
Okay.
Gonna handle this animal.
Because I'm gonna fix his broken leg if I can. 14 for animal handling.
Okay, so it successfully catches eyes with you, but it's still freaked out. It backs up all the way to the wall. The doors are now open, so you can see the inside of this area here.
We're gonna make a friend, whether it likes it or not.
It backs up all the way to the wall, but it doesn't back up more than that.
Not a great caveat, Rev.
I slowly start making my way closer. Like, it's all right, I'm here to help. Got a handout and I pull out some rations. It's all right, I'm here to help.
Okay, so as you walk in, you see enough that to your left you see an open cage, and there's a second cage with a sleeping baby purple dragon. Maybe not sleeping.
2 of them.
And then the dragon with your 14 kind of sniffs out and takes 1 step closer to you.
I'm just slowly moving forward, like not threatening, not aggressive. And I got the hand with the rations out. Like, it's all right. Here to help you.
All right, takes one more step forward, and you make one more animal handling check.
13.
It decides to take a snap at you.
Oh no!
Out of fear, 8. He misses. He snaps at you just to scare you, and then he continues to back up, kind of back into his cage, as if, like, apologizing.
Oh, poor baby.
Oh.
This pretty little lad. I'm gonna give him a helping hand if I can. I'm gonna make my way in.
Okay, so you walk in, and you see kind of like a big watering hole, kind of over to the right, and then to the left you see the other dragon, who has gotten up and has pushed its little face against the bars, and the
I
other
want
one's
to try to
trapped up.
hop down there and join you guys.
Okay.
There's a rope. Take the rope. I'm gonna feed the purple
All
dragon.
in my face.
Roll for strength on the rope, Rav.
Meanwhile, can I also roll to know if these types of dragons are from this area or anywhere
Yes.
within Ulator?
Yes.
I got a 14.
Roll for history, and Rav successfully makes it down the rope without hurting herself.
I'm gonna go wander over there.
Galvin got
What are
a
you doing?
7 on history, by the way.
Rattle kind of like peers over the edge, and it looks like a long way down.
Oh, I left him.
He just kind of sits at the top of the rope.
Okay. So
I'm sorry.
Galvin, not knowing very much about dragons, since in your lifetime they haven't been around, they've just been around in these past 2 months with Merkel, you kind of, I mean, you know that like the colors equal something different. You're not quite sure, like, you know that they were all in the historical monument city of Tiamat back in the day, but other than that, you don't know very much about them.
Okay.
I want to go to the one that's like poking his head through the cage, and I want to give him some food.
Yeah, I went up to feed him.
Okay, roll animal handling.
I want to
both of you
feed the
guys.
animals.
This is not a petting zoo.
15.
Okay, so
I
you
got
successfully.
a nat 20.
Oh my gosh, he takes it from Kuros, and then he sees that Rav has slightly better looking rations, and he like moves his head over to eat out of both of your palms at the same time.
Oh my god, this
Yes.
is the best petting zoo.
I look at Rav
Just
with
say,
so much
now
sense,
it's a
like,
petting zoo.
Okay, so you have one cowering in fear, and then the other one seems okay.
We should probably calm the other one.
I want to pet the purple one.
Okay.
kinda
he
like-
allows you. He allows you to pet
Yeah.
him. Kinda-
As I'm petting, I'm looking over at the little red one.
So as you're petting the small purple one, you do see tons and tons of just slash marks all over its entire body, and you can feel like the scarring, and then you look over past towards the dark red, and you see just that it's like it's broken. You don't see any blood around, but you do see the same like scarring on him.
Who could have done this to you?
These people are evil.
Such a terrible thing to do to such an innocent creature.
Agreed.
Michael Vick.
Yeah, I was about to make that joke. Thank you.
We must, I don't want to keep them here, but I'm
I
not
wanna-
sure if I trust them with us.
They're babies.
That's... Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to approach the red one again.
Okay, so as it sees you approaching, it begins to cower. So roll animal handling.
You got this.
How this is all based like on the roll of the dice. I have +0 to my animal handling.
Oh, I have like +4. I should help you.
You should absolutely. You should be the one. I should be helping you. I lost my die.
Oh, no.
There it is.
I don't know how I'm so good with
Well, that's a
animals.
16
Well, good.
on the die. So, good.
Okay, so you got a 16. It successfully kind of begins to shake a little bit less. And you can see that its leg like can't touch the floor. Like if a dog is hurting, it's kind of like limping. So it doesn't really like put his hand all the way down.
I'm gonna enter the cage.
Okay.
Galvin's just like,
I used my last spell slot on Rav.
I'm gonna approach him.
but it was a good choice.
I'm now within 5 feet of him.
Okay. So he's kind of snapping a little bit. An 8 again. He misses. He's just trying to scare you.
I'm just being real gentle and I'm just talking with you. It's all right, little one. I'm just here to help. It's okay. Oh, don't worry about it. I get it. You're scared. You're scared. It's all right.
Just go.
I'm gonna reach my
We're
hand
all
out.
scared.
I'm gonna reach my hand out and try and lay on hands on his leg.
Okay.
Do it like a Southern Baptist pastor.
He kind of sees that your hands kind of like shine a little bit, and he allows you to touch him.
All right, I'm going to spend, I guess, 3 lay on hands points to try and heal his leg.
Okay, you see it kind of like mold back into place,
Where's Lathander now?
and it suddenly it just seems to feel a lot better. He kind of like turns towards you, and you begin to feel like a sense of happiness, as if it's being transient into you.
Oh, he's so happy. I'm so here for this right now.
Rattle's outside on a lidge.
Oh, I was gonna say,
It's just on his own.
Rattle's just like sitting up there, and he was just kind of pushing on the ground, watching it like form away, and then he's gonna kind of like look at the rope again and look down. He's gonna and then he's gonna stand up, and he wants to walk down this southern passageway upstairs here.
Cool. All right. So,
Look, we're becoming the mother of dragons.
well, clearly.
And we are splitting the party.
Historically, it's a good idea.
So as Rattle kind of
Oh,
takes
no.
up on his own,
Rattle, no.
you walk into a room, and
I want to be like sneaking because I know this is a dangerous place. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you are sneaky snake with a what for stealth?
Oh, you're gonna make me roll it.
I think you still have Shield of Faith.
It does. I think it's an hour, isn't it?
21 stealth.
Oh, nice.
Hey, okay.
Shield
So
of Faith
you
is
walk
10
into
minutes.
the room. No, 10 minutes. Okay, cool. So you walk into the room. You see that you have entered a tri-level room. There's 2 short sets of stairs that lead to a higher and then a higher level. About 10 feet difference between the levels. The room is extremely dusty, doesn't appear to have anything in it. In the top part of the room, there appears to be a broken up pile of stone exposing a tear to the starry plane. And then there appears to be kind of like a pile of shiny rubble.
Girl.
Look at it. It has gems on it.
The minute I saw that.
Don't do it.
So Rattle wants to look around the room.
Don't do
He wants to be very observant first,
Okay, roll perception.
looking for danger and traps.
Okay.
If you go missing, we're gonna replace you with 2 dragons.
Possibly more.
14 perception.
Okay, you see that there are no visible traps in your area. You look at the floor, you see that there has been one that has been set off already. One of the pressure plates is in, and then there's a blood splatter underneath the rocks over in the corner.
Up at the top there?
Yes.
Okay. So Rattle is going to be testing each step very carefully, but his eyes are like fixated on that glowing rubble.
Okay. So, roll for tiptoeing acrobatics.
Oh, good. That's better. 15?
In my Jordans. You make it all the way up there, not touching anything that would be of stress.
The Pink Panther theme as he's like tiptoeing.
Get in.
And I saw the blood in front of the thing, right?
Yeah, so as you're walking up the stairs, you see more blood kind of coming from underneath the crushed rock.
So Rattle's got this moment of like decision making where he's looking at the blood and he's looking at the gems. He looks back at the blood. Then he looks at the gems. And he's going to try to walk up and take the gems carefully.
Okay. So you walk up easily. And
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
it begins to smell of a rotting carcass in some way. But you find 2 rubies.
Take. Rattle just like looks around like real furtively out of habit and just like stuffs them into his pockets. And then he's gonna hop off the little ledge here.
Roll for Dex. Because as you hop, your pressure from your body pushes down a square.
Oh, you're gonna love this. The 24.
Oh,
you're light enough that you roll out of the way of more rocks plummeting from the ceiling.
Rocks almost fell and killed you.
He just like hops and like looks up and sees them all fall, and then scurries back up the hallway to the ledge.
Just act like you did nothing.
Yeah, just like nothing happened. I didn't do anything.
While you were in the room, though, you did see an iron door and a archway leading to 2 other possible directions.
Okay, he's noted this, but he's still scared. That scared the piss out of him.
He's like, I'll just wait at the edge. So back in the room, we have our dragon taming fam.
Yeah. Is the door that the purple dragon's at, is that locked?
You check, and it is locked.
Shit.
If only our friend in T-pose was here.
Yeah, right. Hey, Kuros, do you know how to unlock a door?
I'm like petting the red dragon like gently. Well, no, but I mean, you could simply just break it open. It's not like we need to be gentle about this.
We don't need to show them any type of delicate or... You know what I'm trying to say. I'm distracted by dragons.
These infants need to know that we're strong.
Yes. I want to assert my dominance on this door.
Am I wrong, or is there a door in between these 2 cages?
Yes. So you see that it is split.
I'm going to try to open it.
Okay. It is also locked.
Damn it.
I'm going to try to break this lock.
I could try. It might be rudimentary. You never know.
Well, do you want to try before I break it? See if you can get it.
I don't. Do we have a lock picking? I certainly don't have a lock picking kit.
Why would I have one?
Then what? No, then break it. Then break it.
Oh, Galvin, you've been really rude.
That was Sumner. That was the Galvin. But go ahead. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Oh my gosh. All right. Roll for strength to break it.
I got an 11.
You break it.
Thank God.
Good job. Good job.
Fury of blows, Galvin.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm not going to do
Roll
that.
to hit 3 times.
I'm going to stuff him in a locker.
I just healed you.
I want to open the door.
Okay, so you open the door and the dragon backs up for a second, but then it takes flight and passes over your head.
Oh!
Goes over Galvin's head, goes out the door, and Rattle watches it pass the 40 feet over him.
Just released a dragon!
And disappears.
Whee!
Rattle just kind of like saw this happen, and then he just goes back to admiring his 2 new rubies.
So that's one less dragon.
So I'm gonna like reach out a hand to this red dragon. It's like, would you like to come with us? We can get you out of here.
You kind of get a sense of scared feeling entering your mind.
I promise I'll keep you safe.
We'll all keep him safe.
He kind of sits his butt down.
Shake rations at him and see if he'll just follow you.
He follows you.
No check.
Come on.
So he leaves out the door kind of one step at a time.
I hand my good rations to Kuros so he can lead him out.
So you guys are leading the dragon. What's the plan?
Well, now that I know that these have captured animals, Kuros is going to say, well, I think that the other side, which we came in with the other divot in the ground, that might have some other poor tortured creatures that we could help out, like this little fella here.
I agree. I'm feeling way better now that I saved a dragon.
I want to go.
I'm killing somebody?
Yeah, it evened out.
I want to go over to this. Is this a door, I assume, or a window?
Where are you going to?
The very top.
Yeah, where that dragon left, I'm assuming.
Explain what you're doing.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm investigating to see what this physically is.
Okay, well, there's a door in the room that when you came down you had saw was an iron door.
This is a normal iron door that we have not investigated yet.
Correct.
Okay. I jiggle the lock to see if it's open.
It is open.
Good, I don't have to punch it.
And as you open it a little bit, it kind of gets stuck.
Oh. Do you want me to punch it?
But it opens.
Wait, did the door hear Rav go, can I punch it? And the door's like, no, we're good. I'm open. Don't worry about it. I want to keep my structural integrity. Yeah.
All right, so you guys find your way into a room where you see the small window that Karos poked his face out of, and you see a Merkle statue with a glowing green orb. Rattle, what are you doing over on top of the ledge?
Rattle kind of already guessed that was where that went to. So he is moved over to the other side over here, and he's just going to kind of like wave his hands, whenever somebody looks back to tell them that he's already kind of scoped out this direction.
But not tell us about your shinies.
Of course not.
So, we could lead the dragon out through there, because we've seen where that goes, and through that door, and bring it back around. We wanted to do that.
Oh, I misunderstood what we were going for. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Well, he's stuck down there.
There's another room we haven't... there's a couple ways. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, if that's the vibe that everybody wants to go that way, Rattle will kind of like swallow his fear and start like making it very slowly down the rope.
Okay, roll for strength.
Oh
boy.
No.
10?
You make it down the rope.
I would have caught you. I mean, I might have dropped you, but I would have caught you.
So he gets down and it's just like big sigh of relief. Like,
I wanna give him a reassuring, moist hug.
Those words don't go together, but
yeah, he hugs you back and then just kind of like flaps the water off a little bit, like a bird.
Can't help it. I was born this way.
So you guys make it down, or Rattle makes it down. Everyone's down. The dragon seems to kind of be a little bit hesitant to keep going, as if maybe it's never been anywhere else.
Aww.
Jeez, Jen.
I want to kind of get close and try and scoop him up in my arms so I can carry him up the rope.
Roll for strength.
How big is he?
Yeah.
Oh, rope? I have one of those.
We can make a pulley system and
That's a
pull
12.
him up.
What is I'm looking at the weight of a baby dragon.
Yeah, that's why I suggested going around, so that way we wouldn't have to like.
Oh, it's only 7 pounds.
Oh, he's only 7 pounds.
Roll strength.
Pick him up.
Baby.
My biggest cat doesn't weigh that much. I mean, weighs more than that.
I thought we were walking him around.
Yeah, that's what I thought because I didn't know how big he was.
He is walking 10. He's about 10 pounds.
Okay.
So do I pick him up with my 12 roll?
Yes, you pick him up with your 12.
God, Jim, we should have known that before.
I'm gonna. Well, gee, maybe some people shouldn't get touched by shadows. I'm gonna climb the rope with the dragon.
Your strongest person is a crippled right now.
Okay, so roll for strength.
That's a 16.
Nice.
Okay, you make it up the rope. The dragon's kind of clawing into your back because
like a cat.
This wasn't planned for.
What did you expect?
You take one claw
damage. I'm just talking calmingly this whole time, like it's all right. It's all right. We'll get you out of here, and you'll be fine. It's fine. You're good. It's all right. It's all right.
Gross, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm doing fine.
Galvin flies past you. That looks like it hurts.
No, it's good. I'm gonna like pat with the claws and lay on hands for 1 point to heal. No, it's fine.
All right.
Can you lay on hands yourself? Yeah, you can. Of course you can.
Anybody, any creature you touch, you can.
I'm gonna risk it and try to like have Rattle climb on my back, and then I'm gonna go up that rope.
Roll for strength.
This is gonna go bad.
Rattle wants to help.
Okay, you help. He's like holding on to him.
Yeah.
Ow.
I got a 13.
You make it.
Okay.
Rattle's like imitating Kuros's voice. He's like, "You're all right." You're all right."
I'm patting Ram.
Wow, that's really good, Joe.
So cute. All right, you guys are back up onto the 40-foot ledge.
Okay.
Okay, that's so good. So there's actually, yeah. So I want to go into the hallway that I don't know Rattle went down.
Okay. So you walk.
Rattle's secret.
Rattle's secret.
But he'll know.
So you walk down the hall, you enter the tri-level room. You see a pile of rubble to the right, a little bit of blood dripping down. You see a pushed-in square where Rattle had previously jumped down.
I was gonna say, did Rattle see them go that direction?
Did you? You're standing there. Yes.
Look, okay. So Rattle immediately wants to like hop in the air, like scared, kind of, and like run after them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh no, I'm gonna follow you guys.
Try to like stop them from just walking into the room.
I'm gonna be leading the little dragon with my rations.
Okay.
If you need any more, let me know. I'll just hand them to you.
Okay. I see Gems, and I know Rattle wasn't with us with the dragons, and I look back at him, and I say, "Did you already look at those?"
Rattle kind of like looks around and is like, maybe.
That's a yes. That's a resounding yes.
Galvin, if you looked at them, do you think they'd still be lying on the ground there?
Either one, they're fake, which is unlikely because they're still shiny and there, and then two, there's blood on the floor. This is clearly a trap.
Right, and Rattle's not hurt, and the shinies are still there. Makes sense that he didn't touch them yet.
Yes, but Exhibit B, you'll see that. Hold on. Oh, the Law and Order thing isn't playing. Exhibit B. You see, exactly. The shiny gems are still there, and Rattle sees them and isn't going towards them right now.
Rattle like looks at Kuros and he like nods his head and he's like, "Oh, that adds up."
That adds up.
Yeah, when you look to Kuros looks back at you like, that makes a lot of sense. What is up?
What
and
is
you're like, no, yeah, that makes sense.
So that's dangerous. We're not going to go for that.
Points at the pressure plate. And he's like, no good. And he points at the other ground and he's like, no good.
No good.
I adore Rattle.
No good. So, and something tells me there's pressure plates under this as well.
No good.
So in the room, you do see to the right, you see a big iron door, and then down the the second steps, you see like an archway, kind of leading to another area.
Rattle wants to kind of get Galvin's attention and like make his hands like he can fly.
Okay. What are you saying, Rattle? Where do you want me to go?
He just points down to like look through the archway.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I pretty much kind of do that like half flutter to just bolt downwards diagonally.
Okay. So you're looking through this archway here.
Yep. Like I said, I trust Rattle pretty much implicitly.
Of the tri-level room, and you find yourself in another small corridor. As you look through, it looks empty. Two possible ways to go.
I look
Rattle's
back.
just kind of like staring around, trying to like get a view of him, but he's lost sight of him.
And my staff is still lit with light, and I'll shout back to Rattle. I don't see anything.
You see two iron doors.
Ain't see shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, anything in the room specifically, though, other than two doors. I'll walk back, kind of casually, and I'll tell them about the two doors in there, as well as it looks like an iron door right here.
Kuros is very focused on keeping this dragon safe and feeling comfortable.
It's been traveling with you, kind of seemingly okay, at least for now.
Raph, can you do anything about this door right here?
This door?
This one, yes.
Do you want me to punch it open?
Since it's the second best thing to a key.
I'm gonna punch that door in the
well,
face.
Before you do, actually, I'd like to try something. Is it open?
It is unlocked.
I open it first, and I
Why
say,
would
thank
you
you for
make
your
me-
services. And I walk through.
Okay.
Just stare at Galvin as he walks through the door, like just incredulous.
So as you walk into a hallway, it's very narrow, only being 5 feet wide. I guess that's the term. 5 feet wide. Yes.
You
All
got
right.
this, Jen.
Yeah. The stone walls are intermittently stacked with extremely shining and beautiful gems. As you walk in, does anyone else follow?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
yeah.
follow.
All right, everyone kind of walks into the room. The dragon's kind of following Kuros, but he kind of refuses to go through the door.
I see this and I leave the room. What's wrong? It's all right.
Roll animal handling.
12.
I don't
You
like that.
successfully keep him calm. He kind of inches into
It's all right. We don't have to go through.
There he goes.
Very
He
brave.
did it.
That's very brave of you there, boyo.
We need to name him.
We need to get him out of here first, Rob.
We can still name him.
We can name him later.
We can name him something personal, like Dragon B.
How about Rohan?
You will not do any such thing.
Changes voices.
just how about better Galvin?
Oh
That
my
is
God.
not a funny joke.
Holy shit.
Rattle
All
wants
right,
to
so the walls
examine the
are
wall.
intermittently kind of smushed with gemstones. Roll
Oh.
for investigation, Rattle.
Rattle is in heaven.
Right? He's got his dagger out. 15?
Okay, so as you touch kind of the walls and you're investigating, as you touch one of the gems, assuming your eyes lingering towards it, as you touch it, you feel your hand immediately lose feeling, and it begins to stretch up your arm slowly as you begin to feel yourself becoming completely paralyzed.
Rattle pulls back.
But can't feel it, and it still continues to stretch
no.
over your body.
He's like looking at his arm and like is panicked looking at Galvin. He's like,
Rattle, tell me,
It
what's going on?
Stretches up to his neck and reaches his vocal cords.
Rattle's like making like all of these sounds. He's like, help me, I can't feel my arm.
And then it stretches down towards his legs and he collapses onto the floor.
I try to catch him, but I fail.
All right.
I auto fails. Thank you. I pick up Rattle, thinking the worst.
My boy!
My boy!
I'm just laughing at Joe.
With my decreased strength, I try to pick him up pitifully.
Oh my god, I'm watching this happen.
This is just a dramatic scene of like.
Are you on your knees, like holding him, but he's like
It's just
slipping out
playing
of
the
your arm?
climactic, like the climactic part
he-
of Pagliacci.
is he-
Da, da,
is
da,
he-
da, da, Rattle, no.
First off,
Thank you, Joe. I'm glad you got what I was referencing.
Look,
I-
Pagliacci.
So
I
the
rolled a
dragon
6.
kind of the dragon sees you like pitifully crying over Rattle on the floor, who's just paralyzed with his tongue out comedically, and the dragon kind of comes over and he like nuzzles like at your like, are you dead?
Can you just keep doing that?
is he
I'm
stiff?
conscious though, right?
He
I'm just-
literally goes to try to eat you. He gets a 3. Never
no,
mind.
He licks you and decides
He goes-
that's a lot of feathers.
Yes.
Rattle's
Chicken.
eyes are like
Bones and
super
feathers.
concerned.
Is he stiff or is he like ragdolled?
He's ragdolled.
Okay.
Oh.
But
We can fashion him into a backpack and I can wear him. For now.
but it's because he touched the gems. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to try and can I drag him? I tried picking him up. I tried.
Do you want me to help you, Galvin?
Yeah, I would love some help. How nice of you to offer.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna open this other door here.
Okay. So Kuros moves past, kind of like kicks Rattle's body on the floor. Not.
Hey, I would never.
Maybe it was Galvin.
Y'all are making him into such an argumentative character because you guys keep challenging him in such petty ways. Oh, why don't you just take the torch? Like,
I don't know. He keeps coming in here with this better than you attitude. Look
Rattle's
at me,
just
I'm a hand defender.
Rattle's just got his eyes on Galvin, like just pleading eyes, like scared. Like
He's still on the floor. Kuros opens the door. You see an extremely large statue of Merkel holding a crystal ball on a staff instead of on its hands, like the other statues. The statue is made of marble, clearly very well taken care of. The room is cracks and appears old, but it's generally the cleanest room you've been in so far. There are 3 pillars, and you walk out onto a ledge about 40 feet up. Rattle is on the floor in Galvin's sad arms. The pouting is great.
We can take the rope and we can tie him on my back, and I'll just carry him like Baby Yoda, but like on my back.
You mean regular Yoda, not Baby Yoda?
No, I'm gonna make a papoose and put him in the front.
Galvin,
Gotcha.
roll for Arcana.
okay. That didn't land on anything.
she didn't say anything that we couldn't do it, so I'm saying that's what's happening.
It landed in between 2 dice, literally.
I believe you. It's
He's a
okay.
papoose.
Damn it. 5 plus 3, so 8.
This is
Okay.
Rattle.
Well,
and
you
I think
know,
yours.
you know of paralysis that it's about 4 hours until they're okay.
If I had to guess, he would be about fine in 4 hours, but we're going to be out of here before then, hopefully.
I will go to Rattle and spend 5 of my lay on hands, and hopefully that will remove. It just says it removes a disease or neutralize a poison, but I'll try it.
I'm currently puppeting his arms because he's in my papoose.
Does that help? Is this paralysis a disease or poison?
Cast mending on him.
I cast mending on it.
You can't mend a person.
You can mend their spine.
I don't think I can.
So
all right.
paralysis is considered a disease.
Oh,
So
I cured
you
him.
cured him.
do you still want to stay in this papoose?
Yes.
He said yes.
So, I imagine he's like limp in the papoose, and like I just like I magically touch him, and he just starts like the Joker dance when like you squish him down, and he just.
This is my son.
Jeez. All right. So you guys are still in the room with the paralysis crystal.
We move into the next room.
Yep. Yeah, we
Okay. So you guys are on a ledge 40 feet up in the air. There appears to be 2 doors kind of down to the right, in one close to you and one relatively 30 feet away.
I look to Rav and
Yes.
Galvin.
Yes.
So as
Any
you guys are
ideas?
standing over the edge, you kind of hear like a vroom, and out comes a man. Oh, that is not the right computer. I used the wrong computer. This one. Out comes a follower. He kind of molds into existence after you hear the vroom and the green crystal orb gets brighter. He is very far below. He does kind of take his leave very quickly to the iron door and opens it, closes it, and he's gone.
Huh.
Okay, so we had a very eventful last about 45 minutes. We freed a dragon, kind of made friends with one of them. The other one flew away. The group kind of split for a second. Rattle successfully did not set off any traps and die. He found some rubies. The group found another narrow hallway with paralysis diamonds in the wall and decided to totally not investigate further, help Rattle, and move forward. The group pressed on over onto a ledge. Oh no! Your green screen fell!
That's why I don't have the kitty out.
He tried to climb it. So the group...
But immersion!
Immersion is broken.
Alright, so the group is now over a ledge 40 foot above a giant Merkle statue where a follower just plane shifted in from, and Galvin is now attempting to break the crystal ball off of the staff.
Yeah, so strength check is what she said, I believe.
Yes.
Strength check, which is -2, so I'm hoping for the best here. 13.
-2. It is rather large, and you kind of fail.
Kind of.
Kind of fail.
I can't help you.
How high off the ground is it?
It is almost the same height as you, maybe 30 feet.
You could shoot it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rattle wants to draw his bow and try to shoot kind of where it connects to the...
Get out of the way, Gal.
Yeah, I fly back. I'm like, no. I've seen this guy hit really amazing shots, and I've also seen him really miss. So
You're gonna like the way I hit. 26.
I guarantee it.
All right. With an arrow, and it goes directly through it, and you hear it kind of fizzle as you hear like a vroom, and then it kind of like fizzles out, and
Where did it go?
no one like comes out of it.
I'm pretty sure Rattle's just shooting arrows into like random comedy clubs right now.
Someone just tells a really bad joke. You just see like an arrow just flies it. All right, I'll get off the stage.
all right, great shot.
Everyone's a critic.
Or a murderer.
So dejected, Rattle just kind of like hangs his head and like slings his bow back again.
Oh, you tried.
Yeah, you try.
Yeah, it was really good.
All right. Well, we can either see. Go ahead.
Galvin flies back. He does see like imprinted like ladder cuts into the wall of the 40-foot ledge you guys are on.
Oh, like stone kind of.
Yeah, stone indentions where there would be steps.
You know, if you guys wanted to get down, you could climb the ladder that's on the opposite side.
Yeah.
There's one down there?
Yep. Watch, and I'll actually fly to the ladder, and I'll climb down.
Okay, and you successfully climb down, no worries.
I suspect that Galvin thinks he's better than us because he can fly.
That's not why, but
No, I would never.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb down.
I'm gonna get my little dragon buddy and see if he's willing to climb down.
So he is, and I accidentally moved the wrong thing.
Now we have floating gym buddies.
Careful, that make you paralyzed.
We can put him in my papoose.
Oh my gosh. So he does, and he glides down gracefully to the floor.
Okay, I climb down the ladder too.
Same.
With my little dragon buddy.
All right. So the follower that plane shifted onto the plane, he went through the left door.
Yes.
Is that where we're going, or are we going somewhere?
Yes, that's where we're going.
We're gonna follow.
Okay.
Rattle's little legs are like swinging in that direction in the papoose.
Yeah, I'm carrying him still. You shot an arrow in my papoose.
Done. All right, so you guys walk through 2, 3.
Oh.
Bam. All right. So as you enter the room, you hear one of the doors close. That is probably in the room. And so as you walk into the room, you can look around. You can see 3 different doors. You see one directly to the right of you, and then as you pass a corner, you see a small set of steps that goes about 10 feet up, and there's a door at the end of that, and then 10 feet below, there's another door, kind of like high-low doors.
I'm going to open the door that's right next to us.
Okay, so you open the door, and it is unlocked, and you see the 30-foot ledge that you were on earlier.
Looks familiar.
Yep. Just don't want to be metagaming. All right, I think we've been this way. And if that's the 30-foot room, I think this up here might lead to that room with the pig that we found.
Oh, yeah, with the
and Gallivan's torch that he loves so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I now have a torch. I don't see the...
I do too.
Gavin, I'm just giving you a hard time. Take it. It's a joke. Take it easy.
We make fun of you because we love you.
So I investigate the door all the way to the left. No, I'm kidding. The feeling is certainly one-sided. I definitely investigate the door to the left.
Well, I look at Rab. Do you feel insulted? I
do, yeah.
Wow. We opened our hearts to this man, and he's just like, fuck you, right?
No, I'm making a joke. Galvin feels it.
I'm carrying your best friend in a papoose.
Yeah, no, we're family, whatever. But so
Whatever.
Rattle kind of like rotates the wrong way in the papoose and like kind of like scuttles out of the bottom of it.
I look at
on
it.
the floor.
I just see his feet kind of.
All right, so you
Now he's
guys,
a
did
free
you
boy.
go up the steps or the one below the steps?
I went up the steps.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll follow Kuros, yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious.
And I will open the doors with reckless abandon.
All right, so as you walk in, it is unlocked, luckily. You find yourself on a huge platform with a pillar through it for stability. To the right, where the other door was, you see a narrow hallway down below.
Interesting.
And you're about 60 feet up.
Can I, like, lean off the edge to see, like, that door? Obviously here is where that comes from.
Yes, so you can see that it comes from the low door that was in the room before. Kuros and Rattle do what?
I'm assuming this is like a window. I want to look through it. Or maybe an archway.
Yeah, so it is an archway, and you see kind of more platform with a pillar.
Can Rattle see from this high up through the archway to on the east side, or sorry, west side of the room?
Yes, so on the west side of the room, you see that there is, from where you can see, it looks empty.
Okay. Well, that's pretty high up, so he's going to follow Kuros.
Is Dragon Friend still following me?
He is.
Okay. I just want to be sure that that's understood. Top priority is keeping this guy safe and protected and loved.
And loved.
We need him to know he's loved.
Yeah, he deserves it. He deserves to feel loved.
All right, so you guys walk out onto the ledge. Does Rev and Galvin do anything?
I'm gonna follow them. There's
Galvin?
no doors to punch, so.
I'm just looking around the room. I'll follow the group as well. I don't want to split the party right now.
I mean, you can't.
I don't like that, so no.
No one
The
liked
DM
that.
says, I mean, you can.
Nobody
That
in the
is a
chat
bad
liked
sign.
that. Yeah, that's a.
Thanks, I hate it. All right, as you walk through the
Stop
archway.
trying to get us killed!
All right, so you walk through the archway onto another 60-foot platform.
Yep.
Um.
What is this, a labyrinth?
Oh man,
Are we
darn.
going to fight David Bowie at the end?
Damn it! The Goblin King is here! Ah, shit.
So, all right. There's another archway to the right of the platform. From below, you hear 2 people having a conversation. You hear one voice say, "I hear the doppelganger was moved," and the other voice replies, "Well, Does that mean that the search party is on our plane? The other boy says, I'm not sure, but I guess we better keep an eye out. The first guy laughs. Okay.
We're still dressed as cultists, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are.
As you glance over the edge, you see 2 cultists in their garb, along with what looks like another protector statue. That was where you guys came in from. That was the same statue where you guys came in from.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, Rattle's considering shooting an arrow onto the, like at the I get my cardinal directions messed up today, the west wall, to kind of make a sound like a distraction or something.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Ping where you're going.
So I'm standing just up here on the ledge, and I want to just kind of shoot an arrow into like the bottom corner of the wall right about there.
Okay. Got it. All right. So you shoot an arrow. It kind of tink and hits the wall, hits the floor, and the cultists kind of look, and they definitely change their demeanor of not caring, and they quickly go shuffling over, both of them. The protector statue you do hear start to kind of rotate on its axis.
Which way does it end up facing?
The opposite direction of you guys, towards the other ledge.
I am going to go and look through this archway.
Okay. So as you look through the archway, you see that the hallway immediately turns to the right, and there are some bars kind of down to the left.
Rav, that's your call.
What?
Bars. Sorry.
I'm gonna follow.
I'm the only one, really?
I'm
All right.
just gonna leave.
No,
Galvin.
whatever.
I'm just gonna leave, Galvin.
I'm gonna
So
stick.
then-
I'm definitely sticking with Rattle for this one.
The baby dragon kind of like toddles out, and he rests his head over the ledge. He's kind of just watching next to the pillar.
Crow's him.
Yeah. I like jiggle my good rations that
So
Rav
as
gave me.
Kuros and Rav make it to the end of that small archway, they see to the right that it extends basically all the way down, and there's another archway kind of leading, and then there's some rubble in the middle, and then to your left you see a small room.
I go peeking.
And it looks like you look into
I
it.
nudge Rav and I'm like, you think Galvin would want to rest in this room too?
I kind of giggle.
I do.
Galvin investigates this room.
All right, so you you hold up your arms and you kind of see that there's bars, but it does kind of open like a door. It has like one singular access point, and it like spins in a circle, almost like
It's like the exit places at,
Yes.
at like amusement parks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
So
God.
as you walk into the room, there's a very large, intact skeleton, seemingly covered with a robe. It's the same robe that Galvin wears.
Like from the cultists.
No,
Oh.
like your clothing.
Your Lathander robe.
I am going to kneel down by this body. And I'm going to say, Rav, I think you might want to go get Galvin. Go fetch Galvin.
I agree, and I'm gonna go scamper over to Galvin.
As Rav scampers away, I'm going to take out my little flask of alcohol. And my little
Every time!
and I'm going to pour a little glass of alcohol. And I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to say, it fell into my lot that I should rise and you should not. So good night and joy be to you all. And I'm going to drink it and I'll put it away.
Aw, I like that.
So as he's doing that, I'm gonna tap Galvin on the shoulder very lightly.
What?
We need you to come with us. We found something.
Okay.
So as Rav comes to get Galvin, Rattle, you're looking over the corner, and you see that the follower, one of them, picks up the arrow, and he's kind of looking at it, and he goes, why would they mess with us? And they go walking down this archway that is right next to them. Both of them.
Problem solved.
Rattle just kind of like,
whoo, whoo. That's surely the last we'll hear of them. So, I follow Raph.
Okay, I'm gonna lead him back to the cell.
Okay, so Rattle, as they start walking away, the dragon kind of picks up its head and looks at you, and you begin to feel a sense as if it's being pushed into you, like a sense of fear, and you hear the dragging stone sound familiar from when it was turning before.
So
the protector statue.
I'm getting the feeling that the dragon is afraid.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Rattle does that little bird hop thing at the, and
like SpongeBob meme.
Yeah, exactly. And motions for the dragon to go down that hallway that Galvin and them went down.
Okay, roll animal handling.
Okay. That's a 6.
It kind of looks at you and it just sticks out its tongue.
Rattle get back at it.
Gosh.
And then he wants to sneakily try to edge and just get an eye on where that statue's moving.
So it is now facing the eastern wall.
Okay, where I shot the arrow. Do I feel like it's reacting to the arrow still, or?
Yes.
Okay. So
it seems to be searching.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of hug this northern wall, and then hug there, and move to the hallway where everybody else is.
Okay, and the dragon decides to go walking down the hall opposite of you.
Okay. Do I notice this?
You walked away.
Okay, well, I didn't know if I noticed it going a different direction.
It did go a different direction, and you would have noticed.
Okay, well, I would try to stop it, because I know Kuros cares about it.
Kuros and Rav.
Yeah, we care.
One more animal handling check.
I care as much as,
Okay, this is a 15.
You successfully
I care.
whistle enough at it to where it follows you.
I picture we have the little tongue out raspberry exchange, and I start going this way and it goes that way, and I'm like, no! And I run and get in front of it and try
This is the worst escort quest.
I know. All right, so the dragon successfully follows you guys, and inside the room, Galvin, Rav,
as Galvin and
Kuros.
Rav come around, Kuros is finishing up casting as a ritual ceremony for funeral rites. So
okay.
Whatever.
So Galvin, as you walk in, you immediately recognize the robes as the Church of Lathander's robes, and one of the pins on this specific robe you recognize as someone who joined the first search party from your sector.
Do I look? What's left of the body exactly? Is it just clothing?
Yeah, it's like a skeleton, and then it has clothes over it that still have slight, rotting pieces on it.
Is the skeleton Aarakocra?
Roll for investigation.
I mean, I feel like wings would be a pretty big...
Or a bird beak.
beak.
It's a low investigation.
Yeah, so that's a 10.
Okay, so you recognize this as a Goliath.
A Goliath, okay.
And thinking back, there was only 2 Goliaths in your church. One, the person who joined the search party's name was Taran Braveclimber.
Do I believe this to be Taran, based on logic?
Yes.
So this is where you had gone. I pick up... does he have a weapon nearby?
He has a greatsword.
I pick up the greatsword.
It's heavy.
Your strength is bad.
Well, I can pick up a weapon.
You pick it up.
You're going,
It seems darkness met you before you could shine your light through it. I stabbed his sword downward. And I loot the body.
Oh, way to respect the dead.
Calvin!
No, it's not. It's not. I phrase it like that for the sake of the joke, but I do it respectfully and to also loot the body.
Are you looking for more information through looting the body?
Thanks, Ashley. You're a great role player. I'm looking for more information based on the church.
Great. So
Aren't
you're
we all?
looking through his clothing. You see kind of the same looking blueprints that Kuros and Rado looked at underneath Mystia's cottage.
Okay.
And inside you also see, a note. You don't know. A note that
It's a G. And on the back is a letter. It's a Q.
It's
You're right.
You see a note on the inside of one of the jacket pockets, and it is just a photo of him, and his wife. And
Aw.
you see, and now know that it is Taran Brave Climber, the only Goliath of the church.
I think that there were two.
I'll kneel down.
You're right, his wife.
And I'll put my hand on his.
You mean the only Goliath search party member
Yeah.
of the church? Got
I'll
it.
put my hand on his, I guess, skull at this
Are
point.
you gonna mend him?
Yeah, thank you.
I cast
Thank
it
you,
on
Ashley.
his life.
I'll say, your legend lives on. And I'll just kind of, I'm completely destroyed to see this. I know it's weird to say that after I loot the body, but
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I know.
As your hand is in his pocket, this is destroying me.
I'm so sad. Oh, picture.
I'm so
also,
sorry. I'm so
DM
sorry.
comment, maybe you guys aren't the only search party to have found a demiplane.
Yeah, no, I was gonna get to that.
Well, you should have got to it.
Okay.
Bastard.
Maybe I shouldn't have looted the body so quickly, but I'm completely distraught that I'm seeing that this fellow member, and I'm also a wave of realization that we're not the only ones to get this far, and still like their demise is not that far ahead of us. And this becomes, if it wasn't real before, has become extremely real now. That we may not make it past where we currently are, with the knowledge we have. And I look to Rattle, who's not here. Kuros.
Hey, I'm there now.
I look to Rattle, who joined the room.
You look to Kuros, and then Rattle joins like, someone I like better.
Someone I like more.
I look at Kuros.
Rattle's just standing there, kind of looking back at you.
I lift one of the sleeves to show Rattle, just to kind of like...
Rattle wants to kind of like walk over, and he just kind of rests a hand on the shoulder of it and kind of puts his head down and pats it twice and looks up at Galvin, and then looks down the hallway and nods at him.
Like, that's all we needed to understand exactly what happened. Anything else in the room?
Nope. There is a kind of like a little fire pit that was made of remaining scraps of clothing and food.
It was made of other people of the Church of Lathander.
Oh God.
Well, it looks like he decided to take a long rest in here. Otherwise, I would have suggested the same.
I look at Kuros and I give him a high five.
Maybe if we barricaded the
High
door.
five, Rat.
If we set up a series of
Yes.
watches.
I do like the super subtle, like, I stick my hand out really low so she can, like...
Just...
Yeah, like...
But Rattle is going to kind of like take one last respectful look at the skeleton and kind of start walking down this longer hallway.
Yeah, Kuros is going to give Galvin some time with his friend. And I see my little dragon buddy, and I'm like, oh, there you are.
He's down the hall,
Before I leave, I give Galvin a parting wisdom, and I tell him, there's a skeleton inside all of us. And I just walk out.
There is. You're right.
Yeah, someone didn't skip science class, but as far as I take his small belongings that would identify that I found him. Like if there was a picture of him inside of his pocket or whatever, I would take that and bring it back.
So you take a photo of Taran Brave Climber.
Tell his wife later.
All right, so Rattle makes his way
I have some information for you. You are now the only person, the only
You're
Goliath.
the only Goliath in the church.
I have some good news and bad news.
At the end of the hallway, there's another archway that Rattle made his way through. You pass through, you see that you're on a ledge that's not as tall, directly across from the one that you were just on. You're about 40 feet above the ground now.
What's that statue doing?
Yeah, Rattle wants to like make a scary statue and then like moonwalk
Jesus.
and then like angle down.
Okay, you
I
see
imagine
that
Rattle's like beak is like wide open and tongue is like straight out. She's like,
you see that it is now facing the ledge that you guys were on before.
Scurry to that other door.
yeah, absolutely, straight out of the door.
Yeah, we're gonna just...
Dragon friend, join
Dragon,
me.
let's go.
All right, so everyone scurries.
Me safe. Galvin's just in the hallway, crying.
Sad about his friend's loss.
I'm like
Alright,
deep in
so-
thought right now.
What are you thinking about?
All the things he took from his dead friend.
Galvin is reaching a level of existentialism that is questioning himself and beginning to slowly unearth a shred of doubt about his own success. Oh, don't let me all speak at once. Go ahead, guys. But
We're processing that. Because I told you deep down there's a skeleton inside all of us. That should have made you
and that helped. That did help. That, and by help I mean didn't do anything. But thank you. Huh?
All right, so as Galvin is very thoughtfully feeling doubt and stress about finding not only a companion, but someone who is on the same goal and path as him, failed, the rest of the group kind of makes their way down a hallway quickly past the protector statue, and as they walk down the steps...
It's the dragon!
No, kitty.
His name is Kitty now.
I was keeping her pacified, but she jumped up.
You see a set of steps that lead down, and when you go down the steps, you're now on the same level as the protector statue, and there is two archways that appear to be leading to something relatively empty.
We can check those out. I don't want to go fuck with that statue. I've had a bad time with those.
You did.
I was fine.
Okay.
All right. So as you walk into the archway, whoopsies, wrong thing. I need to be revealing, not hiding. Bam.
Wow.
As you walk into the room, you find multiple levels, and the only thing that seems to be in the room is a cultist sitting at a desk with his feet up and his eyes closed.
Hey, buddy.
You see double doors behind him, and there are pillars in the room, stairs leading up to about a 5-foot ledge on both sides, and there really seems to be nothing.
Looks like kind of like an auditorium kind of thing almost, but not.
You said there's doors behind him?
Yes, there's double doors behind him.
They're there. Well, I guess we don't have to really worry about sneaking past him because...
Yeah, where's Dragon Friend?
Put him in your robes.
He did follow. He followed.
We will smuggle him out.
All right. So, what's your plan?
Open these doors.
Okay, so as you walk by, you hear him go He says, "Oh my gosh!" And he wakes up and he kind of sits up and brushes himself off.
I look at him like, "What are you doing, falling asleep?"
Well, I mean, my whole weapons rental is empty. Kind of lopes around because I'm just sitting here, fresh out. Sorry. He picks up a mug and kind of looks at it like it's supposed to be, and he takes the last few drops like Rav did earlier. And he goes, "You can go look at the armory, but there's not much."
Sure.
So Kuros passes by, the double doors open, makes a very large, grandiose sound. And then you hear, as you enter, the doors in front of you close. As if someone is in there. Or had just walked in there.
We're gonna go in there.
I mean, yeah.
That's what we're gonna do.
Alright, so as you walk through the double doors, you see two cultists with their backs facing you. Looking at weapons on the tables, you see around you a few tables with various weapons on them. You see a great-looking battle axe and a dagger on the first table. The second table has a short sword and another axe with a wooden shield. And then there's a longer table with a maul, a scimitar, and a longsword. There appears to be a small bag of coins on that table.
Hey guys, what you doing?
They turn to you and they say, you made it back.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. How was your mission? I heard you failed.
I'm gonna take the scimitar and be like, well, we needed something like this, and I hold it up, haha.
I point him like, yeah, we needed better stuff, obviously.
Well, apparently all the good stuff has been taken.
Yeah, it looks pretty picked over.
It really is. It's been
Rattle's on the table in the back, just swinging the battle axe in a big circle. It drops it.
And he kind of laughs. He goes, "Oh my gosh, Velosa, you've never changed."
Never changed.
He's a card, isn't he?
And I'm staring at them like death glare from the door.
Okay.
Like lost in thought still. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he looks at you and he says, "Brawl, got a mood? I can see it in your shoulders because you guys have masks on."
Yeah. I can see your mask looks stoic.
Angry.
Stoic. Your mask looks the same. No, I'm fine. See, have you heard of these teams, squads that have come through here?
A search party?
Search party, thank you.
Of course.
Have you come across them before?
Not me personally, but
Who?
Brash, the leader.
Really?
Yeah.
We saw him playing a few cards, few hands there. Isn't that right? I forget the name that Kuros and Rattle and Chains are named after. But
Right.
Thank you. I kind of I bottle it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
walked
kinda
by
his
me and
job.
Arden playing some cards with him. He cheats.
I mean,
Jeez.
he holds them all in, if you wanted to see the prisoners, they're past our food area.
Yeah, we would love to see the prisoners.
I can
I
take
thought we
you.
got rid of all our prisoners. I didn't know we had any left. And I immediately, with scimitar in hand, just walk out the door.
He's like, I can take you, and he kind of walks with you.
Yeah,
I
take us.
Move to the door.
Rattle's dragging the battle axe.
Okay.
Look at him and I go, can you even use that?
I start gripping my my blade to kind of prepare to take these
murder
guys
him?
out. Oh yeah, big time.
So, all right. So you guys follow him, and the dragon kind of
Ambles
runs
along.
up and out of the way after seeing him. And so the guy keeps walking past the statue. He waves his hand. The statue turns to face the south wall out of the way. You guys follow all the way through the corridors into a smaller area. As you get closer, you're hearing laughing and jaunting with other people, and he leads you into the food area that he was talking about. And there's other people hanging out in there. They all kind of greet you, and they make jokes about how you guys are failures and didn't kill the search parties.
Good one.
I
want
see
to-
try to do better.
I love that one. Is this a beat of fireball? Weird.
Is there any alcohol I can steal off this table?
There
before
is alcohol on the table. They
I
hand
take
you
it.
some as you walk by.
I just gracefully grab it and just keep walking.
So he
Thanks.
walks you into what looks like a jail cell, and he kind of just pats you on the back and says, "Have fun. I think we all have." And he walks out of the way down this.
I'm
hallway.
feeling deep concern.
I'm about to ruin this man's whole career.
Yeah. Cancel culture.
All right, who's in the prison?
So he guided you guys to the prison very easily because you guys were in disguise.
Yep.
And I want to look in. And cast light back onto my staff, and I shine it in.
Okay. All right. So you see a bunch of boxes, table lights, and then you shine your light, and it kind of creates a cast on a green Aarakocra.
Is this Rohan, father of Galvin and Hunter Defender?
Galvin recognizes him immediately as Herrick from his church, who joined the first search party. The room is unoccupied, as the follower kind of just dropped you off and said, "Bye, have fun."
I knew you were here somewhere.
And he approaches the bar, and he has this very short look of hope in his eyes before it drops, and he kind of puts his finger up to his mouth, and he opens it, and you can see that there's no tongue.
Oh shit.
He makes a motion over his throat to indicate dead and points at you.
Rattle shakes his head. He's like, "Nope, alive."
And
He
I
raises his hands.
want to whisper to him, do they still have your talon? The weapon he has, that's same as mine.
And he nods his head yes very quickly, but
Where?
he raises his shoulders kind
Not
of
to know
like,
where.
Not in the armory.
Well, they've got to be keeping their stuff somewhere.
I'll be back. Have you been fed? And I'll whisper to him, has he been fed?
And you say, as you say he's been fed, another Goliath kind of stands in front of him, and he pushes him back a little bit, and you recognize him as Vinak from the brawling box outside of Eulatorf. He puts his hand over Herrick's shoulder, and he says, "You're being loud."
I just nod yes. And I slide 2 rations. One for each of them.
And they take them, and they're so grateful. They eat them, like, just right there. Vinak looks to be missing an eye, which Galvin knows was there before.
Okay.
He makes the symbol as at you guys, kind of just in general, like a pencil.
He needs something to write.
Rattle still has the one from when he was trying to write down the emo song lyrics. So,
Yeah, because I gave
Rattle
you.
hands him a pencil,
Yeah.
and he takes a very small note out of his like leather strap that is over it. Apparently he's been like hiding a piece of paper, and he kind of walks off to the bench that he was sitting on before, and Herrick walks back up to the bars, and he has hope in his eyes. You can tell he's just been badly tortured over time. All right, so some time passes while he's writing his note. Do you guys want to do anything else in this
I'm
room?
gonna search that desk.
Yeah, I want to take a look at what's on in that desk.
Okay, so you look into the desk, you see more strange coins. You find parchment, 5 sheets. You find quill, 2, and nothing else of real value. You do see a notebook, but it appears to be empty.
I'm going to take the notebook anyway.
Okay. All right, so you take a purple notebook.
Oh, it's purple.
All right, so he kind of finishes up with the note. He picks it up, and you can hear like the rabble of the followers kind of getting louder as they're getting more drunk. And he takes the paper and he hands it back to Galvin.
I'll read it. I'll look at it.
All right, on the note, in common, scratched really fast as he could write it. He says, Cornelia will kill us all. We have seen the doppelganger in the demiplane, but he has moved to another. As far as I have learned, there are 10 total demiplanes that he could possibly be on. I have listened to the cultists speak freely for 2 months. The most recent information I know is that the doppelganger was taken to the demiplane in the city of Nyx, across the eastern waters. You need to get out of here, but there's only one way out if you do not brand yourself a follower. Destroy the eyes on the demiplane and on the material plane. Break the demiplane's connection. But this will also send all of us on this plane to different locations. Or it will kill us all, I'm not sure. But after this much time and this much torture, it's a chance I'm willing to take. And at the end of the note, you see a small written, tell my wife I love her.
Oh.
Womp womp.
Tell her yourself. And I walk back, and I'm going to go to this room where the other followers are.
Okay, so you walk in disguise. The guys turn to you, clearly inebriated. They kind of just look at you and they're like, have you eaten dinner yet? And they point to the bread baskets and sandwiches on the table.
I say, I want to have some fun before dinner. Do you have the prisoners' belongings? I want to torch them in front of them.
Damn.
We do. Wow.
Pull out your torch.
Bro, you're getting a little, you probably needed that when you went to go kill this search party.
Tell me! And I, interrupt and, Batman, where are the belongings?
Kind of, stumbles out into the hallway, and he leads you just right across the hallway to, kind of like a room with several boxes.
Oh.
Oh boy.
And he says, they're somewhere in there, but I'm gonna go back.
Okay.
I see. Thank you. I'll join you in a moment. Trust me.
Alright, so you guys walk into the room where there is equipment, and we will end it here.
Okay.
All right.
That's a good cliffhanger. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
Give
All
me the
right.
thoughts. Give me your ideas. Everything about the game so far.
Baby dragon.
I love our little dragon friend.
I thought Galvin was about to channel divinity right in the middle of that table.
Right?
Yeah.
I absolutely thought he was about to just be like, all right.
Yeah. Galvin is exploring different sides of himself he did not know he
Alvin
had.
is mad.
No, I'm glad you're having emotions elicited.
No, this is good.
Kyle's LOL. Interested in the paralyzing gems. Me too.
Rattle was very briefly interested as well.
Until he got paralyzed.
To the point we had to put him in a papoose.
Rattle remembers parts of this episode.
Alright. We do have our art ending.
We do. Yeah.
that We love
Don't fuck
to
up
do.
the sound.
Yes, make sure we're on it. Otherwise, you're talking about it.
So this piece was drawn by Tom Field. He lives in the UK actually, and this is the first piece I ever got back from anyone about Galvin, son of Rohan and hand of Lathander.
Hand of Lathander.
One day we'll get it. Don't worry, I'll come up with a rhythm. But I really love this piece. The attention to detail is just shenanigans.
These great pieces of rap. What?
Tom is he's a phenomenal artist. He's one of my favorite people to follow on Instagram. He posts literally every day, and it's 9 times out of 10 it's like a Middle Earth D&D race or commission he's gotten from somebody, and it's amazing how his art style is. It's sketching, but it's the detail is just phenomenal. I gave him pretty much the details of he's an Aarakocra. This is the weapon that I designed that I want it to the Talon of the Tempest is what his weapon is called, and I want his clothing to be fairly religious looking, kind of like robes. He doesn't have much armor. His AC is real low, and of course he's a Tempest, so he has lightning abilities, which can or cannot be, represented. So I really love this piece.
Something else I really like about Tom is he's real, like he pumps these out really quickly.
Yeah, he does.
This was what, like 2 or 3 days, and like he had you a sketch like at the end of a day, and he was like,
cool.
What should I do?
Yeah.
Any changes?
Nope. Cool. Done.
Cool. Yeah. He was real on it, and I love the lightning on this. It's it's a sketch, but it still feels like it's brighter than the rest of the picture.
Yeah, it's weird how he just does sketching, and it's just like shading, and he does, I don't know. I ain't no artist, but and he actually went back on this. We'll show his art for every one of the of our characters, because he was nice enough to do all of our characters.
What I think is really cool is, like, on the same line of you guys talking about the sketching, this looks like it was peeled out of like a Darwin or Linnaeus notebook,
right?
Like
yeah,
what somebody observed when they witnessed it. It has that really kind of old time pen and paper feel to it.
There's
it's really
Galvin smiting someone.
Cool. Yeah.
When I visited this land of Eulatorf, I saw a birdman smiting people left and right with a guiding bolt.
Dicus condescendicus.
Son of somebody, hand of something, I don't know. But but yeah, that's Tom Field. Follow him on Instagram at Tom_Field_art. And he will post every single day for your enjoyment.
All right, and we are going to do a raid, so don't leave yet.
And thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you so much for your patience in the very beginning. I realized that the audio issues were a little frustrating. We had a couple hiccups, but really fun game. Thank you so much, Jen, for putting that together. That was a phenomenal dungeon.
We're still in it.
You are still in it. I was expecting to be done.
I know we're still in it. It was the parts that we saw were phenomenal.
Yeah. Baby dragon distracted me.
Everyone, make sure that you follow us on Instagram, Fateful_Encounters. If you share our Twitch on your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, we'd super appreciate it. We're a growing channel. We're growing really quickly, and we're trying to keep up with the demand. And we're really happy to see what comes of everything. Thank you so much for everyone.